What's up, guys? Doug here, Doug's Fish Tanks. I just got done doing a water change on the 55. This thing's kind of a mess right now. I got some bad fish there a couple weeks ago. Got them from a store that I swear I'd never buy fish from again, but they had some good deals on some sweet fish, and sure enough, they'd killed like everything I had, so this tank's almost completely bare. I've got like some guppies and a couple rams left, and some clown loaches and cories, and that's about it. I probably lost 20 fish in the last 2 weeks, but anyway, I'm kind of excited because that gives me a chance to just kind of restart and do this tank however I wanted to do it. So probably here in a couple weeks I'm going to get like some totally different fish. But anyway, what I wanted to show you guys today, because I get asked this a lot about whether or not I run CO2 or not. Yes, I do run CO2. What I do, this is the setup I have. I bought the regulator with the solenoid from a company called Aquatek. You can see right there, Aquatek, Aquatek. I think their website's like aquatek-california.com or something like that. I'll try to link it in the description of this video. I also bought the adapter for the paintball canisters, just because paintball canisters are a little bit easier to get filled. If you get like one of the big like 5-gallon CO2 things, yeah, it'll last forever, but it's hard to find places that'll fill canisters that big. The one thing I should mention about CO2 canisters, though, is that they're only good for, I think it's 5 years, and then you have to get them rehydro tested, and it costs more to get them rehydro tested than to just buy a new one. So I bought the adapter with the thought of, oh, I'll just use my old CO2 canisters from when I played paintball. But when I took them to get filled, they're like, yeah, we can't fill these. Either way, it was like $40 for a 24-ounce bottle, and then $4.50 to get it filled. So $4.50 for 24 ounces versus the Fluval 3.1 ounce cartridges, $20 a piece. So you can do the math. $20 for 3.1 ounces, $4.50 for 24 ounces. Obviously, it's not going to take very long at all for you to make your money back buying a setup like this. Basically, then you just need air line to go from the fitting, from the regulators to the tank. You can just use like airline or whatever. They make like special like Rhinex line, which is what this is. Put a couple like check valves in here just so you don't get water back down in. You can buy these check valves. They sell them pretty much anywhere. You can just find them wherever they sell like airline fittings at your local pet shop. I'm still using the Fluval bubble counter, but you can buy bubble counters again like eBay or anything like that. Then my Fluval diffuser like clogged up and wasn't diffusing anymore, so I'm just using these glass diffusers I got off eBay for like $2 or $3 a piece, and I bought like 4 or 5 of them just to have extras. Then the way I do it is that I plug the solenoid into a pH controller. If you don't want to spend the money on a pH controller, you can plug the solenoid into the same timer with your lights. I went ahead and opted for the pH controller. It's a Milwaukee pH controller. You can see it's reading about 7.0 right now. It's got like a little knob to adjust it. I've got it set to like 6.7, and what it'll do is whenever it gets down to 6.7, then it'll shut the CO2 off. If it gets above that, then I'll turn it back on. I just did a water change, that's why it's at like 7.0 right now. Usually it's about 6.8 or so. The way the pH controller works is you have the probe that plugs into it. The probe comes up. You only need to stick it about an inch or two down in the water. I just have it zip tied here to my filter intake. Then what that does is where the pH controller plugs into your your power strip or whatever you have, your power outlet, and then the solenoid plugs into the back of that, if you can see that. And then that turns the power on and off to the solenoid. So basically the controller turns the solenoid on and off depending on if your pH is too high or too low. So that's the setup that I have. And that's I feel that that's pretty much the best setup, is to have your CO2 running through a pH controller. And like I said, I've gotten asked that quite a bit, so yes, I do run CO2. This is my setup, and I hope you guys learned something. You see how I did it, and it'll help you when you set it up. You need to calibrate the controller whenever it first comes in. And then I usually recalibrate mine about once a month. It comes with special solutions that are like exactly 4.0 pH and 7.0. So whenever it comes time to calibrate it again, I'll try to make a video to show you guys that. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. And as always, rate, subscribe, comment.